More of This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Thursday. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it's your vehicle. It is your choice where you have a repair. Choose Capital Collision Center. Up today in the Major Mortgage Man Cave, we are talking with Lindsay Cruse in just a few moments. The Montana Circuit barrel racing champ will join us. Also, Ty Ridgeway from East Helena, boys basketball coach, he'll join us as well. Talk about the Vigilantes' first win of the season and their first varsity game last week, and look ahead to this week as well. A couple of big games. And we're going to make predictions for the weekend for the Cats and the Griz, and also some big news coming up right at the end of the show. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen on Podbean Network One Sports. You can always check us out, JasonWalkerShow.com. Our Twitter handle, @JWalkerSports. Our phone number is 406-209-1267. Our email, jason@JasonWalkerShow.com. So in the walk-off, we have some big news coming up in the walk-off, okay? So you want to stick around for that. Let's see here. What did man, high school sports are getting going full swing. Wrestling kind of got started last week. The AA kicks off this week in all sports. Everything else kind of got started last week in other sports for winter. But the AA gets going this week, and it's going to be some great sports, including on the wrestling side. Especially here locally. I know Flathead's good. Look, I know West and Skyview and Bozeman, Gray Falls and CMR. There's just so much great wrestling out there. I'm really looking forward to watching the growth from Capital and Helena High, especially the Bruins, because this could be a big year for the Bruins. New coach in Sean Graham, Butte product under Jim Street, who, what did he win, 13 titles in a row, team titles? I mean, this is a good coach came from a really good program, and Jeff Mahana left Capital in a really good spot. Of course, when you have Carson DeRozier, you're going to be in a really good spot. The two-time champ, three-time finalist. He also won a national championship this year and at 138. So it's going to be a fun year to follow the wrestling, and that's just in the AA. I mean, forget the fact that we're going to have, great wrestling in all areas of the state, at all levels of the state. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll keep an eye on all of that as well. The opening segment here of the Jason Walker Show is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. And if you are looking for the premier log home company in the industry, well, it's Montana Custom Log Homes. They have 3 distinct divisions. You can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Milled log packages are logs of a consistent diameter, offer great versatility, beauty, and strength for your home. You can contrast that with the handcraft division, where each log's individually crafted together to create your walls, trusses, and all those extra details that only this type of construction has. And if your taste runs to timber frame construction and accents, Montana Custom Log Homes does everything from mortise and tenon joinery to steel joinery, along with every combination in between. Every house customized to you and made to order and fit your budget, most importantly. Go to the website, yourcustomlog.com, for more information. Montana Custom Log Homes. Did anybody watch NFL last night? Round 7 in the books. And I just have to bring this up. I've tweeted it the last few nights at the Cowboy Channel. Nobody apparently gets the message. And I love the coverage. They do fantastic coverage. But Richmond Champion lives in Stevensville, Montana. Stevens, Ville, Montana. Not Stephenville, Texas, with PH and no S. They have it Stephenville, Montana. It's with the PH. It's Stevensville, VN or VENS. But so if somebody has, I mean, I could probably text my buddy Jeff Metters, but I don't want to bother him. He's got stuff going on. So we've got to get this figured out before the last 3 nights of the rodeo, right? We got tonight, tomorrow, and they'll crown champions on Saturday. But Richmond Champion, give him his hometown right. Your Montana Rodeo Roundup brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark's new calendars are out. We've got them. They're fantastic, and you can get them as well. MarkLaRoePhotography.com. Gift certificates are always a good option. And get your stuff started to get booked for next year because Mark fills up because he's that good. And we love Mark. MarkLaRoePhotography.com. We'll get to the NFR update, but let's talk barrel racing. There's a lot of questions that people have asked me, and I thought, you know what? Who better to go to than one of the best in the business? She is a multiple Montana Circuit Champ winner, and she joins us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Lindsay Cruz joining us on the Jason Walker Show. Well, I hope everything's been going well for you guys. We still miss you up here, but how's life been?
Good. Just busy with kids and school and I guess Christmas coming up, so just keep it busy.
We see those of us that follow you on the social media. You got some kids that are getting tall and old. They're growing up.
About to pass us up.
Oh, it's crazy how it just seemed like yesterday I was meeting you guys and little Paige was little, but not so much.
Right.
Or Paisley,
nope,
sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Growing up before our eyes. Hey, so before we talk about the Montana circuit, I wanted to get your thoughts on the NFR because it's such a small pattern, and I remember even a decade ago where if you got under 14, you were going to win. Now, if you're not under 13.5, you're not going to win. What happened in the last decade to speed times up in Thomas and Mack?
Gosh, I think horsepower, and they are also raking after each one, which is really nice because they've kind of fought ground trouble, for quite a few years there, and this is the first year that they're raking after each barrel racer. So I think that has made a difference.
It's just nuts how much faster horses have gotten. And I know you're on top of one all the time, and some great ones. Yeah, exactly. But how does that happen? I mean, we know how good Louis was, and, gosh, Charmaine James and her horses back in the day, and Mary Walker and her horses. And I mean, it's just, but they wouldn't compete today, would they?
Right. I mean, I think it's always hard to say, but I just think that, I think so much has changed even in the last 10 years. And I think people are figuring more things out when it comes to horsepower and how to take care of your horse. I think there's just a lot more opportunities to take better care of them, honestly, I think is what it's kind of come down to.
We're talking... Oh, go ahead.
Nope.
That's it. We're talking with Lindsay Cruz, Montana barrel racing champ. And again, we're going to talk circuit finals here in a second, but how impressive has it been to watch each and every night of the national finals and what those horses and the gals are able to do? Because it's all with you guys is where it starts.
Right. Sitting and watching each night, it just gives you the itch to want to go harder at one point. And, the payout doesn't suck either. So that kind of gives you that incentive to want to just venture out a little bit more than Montana.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Who's impressed you besides Haley Kinsel?
Gosh, I think they're all impressive. But, seeing like Stevie Hillman, for instance, on a 5-year-old, winning some rounds and placing in almost every round. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So,
no, that's been cool to watch. Both Nellie Miller and Haley Kinsel has sister. How has that happened? Why? Right. How can they have the same name?
Right. Must be something common here.
Right. And they're great horses, as we all know.
Very much.
You've run down some tight alleyways. Take me through what it's like. And I know Thomas and Mack is different than anything else, but that is a very tight alleyway. And we talk or hear about it all the time, every night during the broadcast. But what makes that difficult, in your opinion?
Gosh, I think, just alleyway in general, I think they've got to stand in the line and more or less stay still till their turn. I think after this many rounds, they just start anticipating it. And that right there, I think, just keeping your horse calm and would be hard just right there. But
well, when you run, for instance, at the Four Seasons Arena, is it similar as small as it is and getting that good start?
Gosh, I feel I think so. The last couple of years they've left the gate open for us at circuit finals, which makes it nice. You can kind of have a run in, run out. Whereas before, they had the gate shut and you could really, get a run at it going home. Your horses would shut down. So, but I think a lot of those little indoor are a lot similar. Like San Antonio, a lot of the southern rodeos in the winter are kind of like that. I think northern horses have a little bit more harder of a time doing something like that because we run outdoors a lot compared to down south.
Yeah, that's true. And in a lot of different conditions as well. It's not as nice as it usually is down south all the time. There's a difference between mud and yeah.
Yep, riding in snow and mud yesterday was joyful, and it reminds you how lucky we are to be living in the north. Not really, no.
Yes, exactly. We're so lucky at times. Lindsay Cruz, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. Sticking with that, and because like at the Last Chance Stampede, they shut the gate. And how different is that? And I know it's a bigger arena, but how difficult is it to have a gate shut where you have to pull up basically as soon as you hit that timing eye?
Right. I think, outdoors where you got something big to run in, isn't as bad as something if you're in like a tiny indoor and they have the gate shut. But, some horses learn to be fine with it, and others it just kind of shuts them down sooner, and I feel like you lose time that way.
Yeah, I would agree, although I've never run a pattern. How's Jesse doing?
Good. Just kind of, he hadn't been on a horse since August, and they had a bronc match down in Vegas last week that we went to, and it's a futurity, so it's very young horses that they sell the next day. So that was kind of one to get back on if he's still feeling it, but I think he's kind of liking being home more than on the road. So
hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I know
no, not at all.
Yeah, well, he can take care of the kids while you go out and rodeo.
Right, that or he can come drive for me.
There you go. That's even better. Lindsay Cruz joining us, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. All right, explain, and we've heard a lot about this with Janie Johnson has talked about it during the barrel racing, but what is a futurity and how does that then go into natural? Because they're like, okay, they've ran them on the futurity circuit and then they get into the rodeo circuit. We've seen that with a couple of the horses at the NFR.
Right, so usually, futurity age is 4 or 5-year-old horses. And, down south, there's a lot of, up north too, but down south there's more of it, a lot of futurity derbies, they call it. But futurity is 4 and 5-year-old horses. And, it's not rodeo, it's quiet, calm. They can't compete till their 4-year-old year. So the difference between that is, complete opposite as far as the rodeo. So to see, somebody come win on a horse that's fresh out of the futurity world is pretty cool because of the atmosphere and what you're asking them to do and, so much going on for a young horse. But
yeah, it's just for the layman watching the rodeo maybe for the first time going, what are they talking about? So I'm glad you were able to explain
understand what it is.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense to those who cover it. But are you getting ready for circuit finals?
Yeah, it's right around the corner. I kind of have been in and out of horses this year,
Yeah.
which I guess nothing's wrong with that. But the horse that I rode the last, I guess, 5 weeks of our season that qualified me for circuit finals, she had to have stifle surgery. Let's see, it's been about 2 months ago. So she's down in Arizona healing and should be ready for, I think, April. So I kind of don't really know what I'm going to run yet. I've got an outside horse that I've been riding that I'll probably end up running at our circuit finals. So just have one right now that I'm keeping in shape, and we'll see.
Was that Abby's horse or Brooke's horse?
Abby's horse is who I leased for Calgary.
That's right.
And she actually qualified for our circuit finals, so she'll be running him there. And then I had another 6-year-old horse that for a period of time and had a girl that really liked her and ended up buying her end of July. And then I had another 6-year-old horse come up, and that's the one that I ran, I guess, the last 5 weeks of our season rodeos.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, so I don't really have anything right now. Just riding some outside horses is all.
This is another question that comes up too, is we see in team roping or especially steer wrestling and sometimes tie down, they use the same horse. Why can't you do that in barrel racing?
I'm sure, you can, I guess, but I think it just comes down to, that's what, in my opinion, a lot of run on a horse, asking them to run that close together.
Sure.
So yeah, I guess it's never really been asked.
I was just thinking of it because, we see it all the time, because I remember when Ty Erickson had Shakem, and Shakem was under like 4 or 5 guys, it seemed like, at the NFR.
Right.
And now they have that now too, still, where you're leasing and using, and they all travel together anyway. But you never see it in barrel racing. So that's why I was like, that came up to me. I was thinking about that the other day too. I'm like, why don't they share?
Right. Yeah, I think harder on them, and yeah, I don't know. I guess it's never really been asked, so I'm not sure.
Oh, well, there you see. That's why I ask the tough questions. I'm just,
Right.
Jesse, is he going circuit finals too?
Nope, he kind of quit going. Gosh, I guess it was about the second week in August. He kind of just did circuit rodeos for that, short period of time.
Mm.
And then, I don't know, he just wasn't feeling it like he usually does. So, like I said, I think he's enjoying being home more than on the road. Although if he chooses that, he's still going to have to be on the road. But, just supporting, I guess.
Yep. Hey.
So, no, he won't be in circuit finals this year.
Okay. Well, not riding, but you guys, you've supported him. It's his, like I said, it's his turn to support you now.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
I am amazed how you do it, and I've talked to my wife about this. You have 3 kids, and there's a lot of the time during the summer that you're out there with all 3 by yourself and running horses, which it just you amaze me. And it's ladies that do that, you blow my mind, and I don't envy you, because it's a job that I couldn't do, and I just have the most respect for you guys.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I think when you just kind of get a routine down, I think that's probably what it takes is figuring a routine, because that can be difficult sometimes.
Oh, for sure. You're going to be back in Great Falls instead of Kalispell. How exciting is that going to be for circuit finals?
Yes, very excited. Kalispell was great, but looking forward to Great Falls. It just feels like circuit finals when you're there. So pretty darn excited to be back there, that's for sure.
Well, hey,
and they kind of changed it up. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday this year.
Oh, nice.
Instead of Friday through Sunday. So it'll be all night performances, which will be kind of neat.
Yes, that is awesome. Sometimes we do things the right way here in the state of Montana and get it done. So, which is most of the time, it's better than the South. Hey, appreciate you joining us. I know you've got kid duty. It's school's getting out and all of that. And plus you've got, horses to feed and all that fun stuff. So, and you have to find one to ride.
Right. I've got one in mind, but we shall see.
I have an idea for you.
Oh.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I don't know if are there any rodeos in the big barrel racings during circuit finals?
Oh gosh, that are up here, like in Montana?
Just anywhere nearby. Because here's my thought. You could just get Sister.
Right, that would be awesome.
Or maybe, I don't know how, we haven't seen Rosa run with Lisa Lockhart. We've only seen Cutter.
Gosh.
So if you could get on
I've been
Rosa.
wondering why we haven't yet. So maybe tonight she'll crack her out.
That would be nice because Rosa's awesome.
Yes, I agree. I'm just surprised that we haven't seen her yet.
I am too. I was wondering that. I thought she'd go a couple of nights at least, but so there you go. Maybe that's it. She's just saving her for you to win circuit finals.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, you guys are all friends. It's all good. You could lease her for a weekend.
Right.
and Lisa knows how good you are, so she would trust you. I think that's great. Anyway, all right. Hey, appreciate the time, Lindsay, as always. Good luck at circuit finals. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and say hi to the hubby, will you?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
You guys too.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Right. Okay, thanks.
Lindsay Wilson joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. That circuit final's coming up in January. What is it? The 13th, 14th, and 15th, I believe. So good luck to her, everybody that's competing. That Montana circuit finals, and the money goes towards your world standings with the Ram circuit finals too. And Lindsay's been there a bunch. She's been to Montana and won it, and she's been down to Florida and competed really well down at the Ram circuit finals. So she is great. Appreciate her time as always. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, your NFR update. Also, Ty Ridgeway will join us. And we continue your Montana Rodeo Roundup presented by Mark Leroux Photography. Check out marklerouxphotography.com and get booked for next year as well. Calendars out now, too, so get a hold of Mark. All right, quick break. Coming right back. Jason Walker Show presented by Capital Collision Center. Hang on.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Thursday. Still to come, our conversation with Ty Ridgeway, East Helena boys coach. And the walk-off, you don't want to miss the walk-off. I don't know if it's an announcement, but we'll have something to say in the walk-off. Continuing this segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Anybody watching the National Finals Rodeo saw some great performances last night. Jess Pope winning again, that's his third round win, I think, in the seventh round. Richmond Champion was third. Caleb Bennett split fourth and fifth. Average leaders, Jess Pope. World standings, Casey Field leads Jess Pope by about $11,000. Steer wrestling last night was won by Tyler Wagaspack, and Tristan Martin leads the average. Jacob Talley leads the world. In team roping last night, seventh round, Dustin Egasquiza, Travis Graves, along with Clay Tryon and Jake Long split in the victory, pocketing over $24,000 each. In the average, Andrew Ward, Buddy Hawkins, lead their world standings. Egasquiza and Junior Nagetta have the lead. In Saddle Bronc last night, it was another great one. Wyatt Casper went 89 to get the win by 2 over Sage Newman. Sage now 2 checks in a row, and he's scheduled to be on today. We're working on it still. It's busy in Vegas. Chase Brooks finished just out of the money with a 79.5. I thought he rode better than the score. Average leaders, Brody Kress, Spencer Wright, Chase Brooks moved up to 3 in the average. And Sage Newman sits still at 13. World standings, Ryder Wright has opened up about a $9,000 lead over his brother Stetson after finishing 6th last night. And Chase Brooks sitting in 5th in the world standings. And Sage Newman up to 10th. Tie down, Haven Medjid showing his world champion form from a couple of years ago, going 7-1 to pocket the $26,000+. Caleb Schmidt continues to lead in the average world standings. Caleb Schmidt continues to lead, although it's close. He leads by about $1,000, $1,004 over Shane Hanchey. Yeah, it's close. Haven Medjid now up to 5th. Barrel racing last night. Haley Kinsel finally got the win, 13:45. Jordan Briggs was right behind her. Those two sit 1 and 2 in the world, Kinsel and Briggs. Kinsel increasing her lead a little. Jordan Briggs leads in the average. Haley Kinsel's moved up to 2nd, which is big. A lot of money there. And then in bull riding last night, it took 3 attempts for Stetson Wright to get going. The first time they sent him out, he didn't even nod, and they opened the chutes. And then they finally got a re-ride, and that didn't. The bull stumbled, so he got another re-ride and made the most of it. Let's see if we can get some pictures up here. Here's the just courtesy of the Wrangler Network. Let's see here. That's Saddle Bronc, so that was Brody Kress getting the win. Tie down, here's Haven Medjid's run, showing it on video. 7.1, and he's moved up to 5th in the standings. We talked about Haley Kinsel and sister, her run, 13:45. You'll see part of it here as she comes up the alley. Actually, I think you're going to see the whole thing, but she's starting to open up some space in the world standings as she shoots for a 4th title in a row, her and sister. It's beautiful, beautiful horse. And then, so here's what happened in the bull riding. Stetson Wright, rather, held on to very last millisecond, really, to get the win. And there was only 2 guys that rode last night. Stetson Wright, 90.5 on his 2nd re-ride, and then Josh Frost was 52.5. He didn't take his re-ride option. He ends up pocketing $40,000. It changes the world standing race a little bit. Ruger Piva and Shane Proctor were all bucked off. Parker Bredding they all tied for third because nobody else rode. But Parker continues to lead the average, the Edgar bull rider, as he's got 425.5 on 5 head. But Josh Frost riding last night was huge because now he's up on 4 head, and he sits just behind Parker. So Parker's got a little competition there in the average. And then in the world standings, Sage Kimzey continues to lead. He had about a $100,000 lead, but it's down to less than $20,000 because of last night. Stetson Wright, over $44,000 in his pocket, moves up to $302,000 in the world standings, and he sits just behind Sage Kimzey. Parker Bredding now with $209,000. Other was with Montana Connections, former Bobcat Shane Proctor, 13th in the world standings. Ruger Piva is at 12th in the world standings, and he should have ridden his bull last night. He had a really good shot at it. Just changed there in the last couple of seconds, really. So that is your update from the NFR. Round 8 tonight. Round 8 coming up tonight down there in Las Vegas. And you can watch beginning at 6:45 on the Cowboy Channel. All right, so we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and when we do, we'll check in with basketball coach at East Helena on the boys' side, Ty Ridgeway, talk about his team's first win in their first varsity game. And we'll also check in with On This Day in History and a big announcement coming up in the walk-off. Jason Walker Show, coming right back.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Thursday. Having a good time. Just got some breaking news in that Jussie Smollett guilty on 5 of 6 charges for basically lying to police about being attacked. And I don't know what the 6th charge was, but he was guilty on all 5 of the first 6. And guilty of lying to police about a hate crime and a anti-gay crime. But he orchestrated it all himself and lied. And big hoax. So tried to take advantage of the situation last year when everything was fired up. So all right, enough of that. Idiots. Got on this day in history still to come, and much more. So and predictions as well. Don't forget, Saturday night we'll be down in Billings broadcasting basketball. SWX Montana will be broadcasting the Rocky and MSU Billings men's and women's doubleheader Saturday night from Alterowitz Gym, which is a great place. And MSUB beat Rocky last night in men's basketball, and they will hook up again on Saturday night. We'll be down there broadcasting it, myself, DJ Bauer, the entire SWX crew. 5:15 the men's game starts, and then the women's game at about 7:30. So hope you tune in and have some fun. All right, speaking of basketball, big one last Friday night for East Helena. The first varsity games for the boys and the girls. Each got a win over Deer Lodge. Here to talk about the boys' win, the head coach of the Vigilantes, Ty Ridgeway.
And 1. All right, Coach, congratulations. Pretty exciting getting that first win in your first game at the varsity level. How exciting, what was the atmosphere like last Friday night?
It was fun. It was exciting. I'm just proud of our whole program. All the boys teams, all 3 teams got wins, and they all played well. The boys have been excited, for weeks. I didn't sleep too much this last week. Being first head coaching job, first varsity game. Just excited for the kids, and I didn't know what to expect. When the boys got on the floor, and we had media here 2 days before the game, the newspaper, the news station, and the boys were getting interviewed, and I'm like, oh boy, is this going to get to their heads? And it didn't. They went out and full of energy and weren't scared, and and that's just their mentality right now. They've been playing against older kids since they were freshmen, and they just go out and play hard.
What was the stadium or the gym like? The atmosphere inside the gym with the students?
It was pretty
fans?
cool. For a 6:00 game, it was pretty good. I was impressed with the fans, with our student section. They were loud. They brought in a lot of energy. I think the boys fed off that, and it showed. We got down right away, 6-0. They hit 2 threes on us, and the boys didn't. They didn't panic. They just they were composed and fought back, and the next thing I know, we're up 15, 20 points. So,
did you expect to be this good this early? And I know it's only one game, but
right. And that's what I told the boys. I'm like, on Monday at practice, I said, hey, this is just one game. We've got 17 more to go. Hopefully more than that when we go to, districts, obviously, and then divisionals. If that's our goal right now. But I know we work hard, and that's what I told the kids. I go, nobody expects anything from us right now. You guys are all juniors. We have one sophomore on the varsity team also, and you guys are young, but they don't play like juniors. They're like I said, they've been playing against older kids. They have no fear. And I said, you're going to lose some games this year. We're going to have some bumps in the road, and you just got to learn from them and just go game by game here. So,
hey, you're 1-0. You can't win them all if you don't win that first one.
Yeah,
and you guys did.
I was talking to Coach Peterson, and he's like, 1-0, just retire, you're done.
Yeah, just go out on top.
He goes, it took me many years to go 1-0. And so I'm like, I don't know about that, but it's exciting. We've had a great, exciting week, and the kids are working hard in practice, and got to get ready for Whitefish tomorrow.
Well, and we'll talk about that here as we talk with Ty Ridgeway, the East Helena boys basketball coach. The girls are also 1-0. You were both the auto contest performance of the week, both the guys and the gals, because you got your first wins. But you and Carson Bender have something that no one else does out there, and you're the winningest coaches in East Helena history right now, varsity side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's awesome. I know we still have a lot of work to do, but we're going to be humble, and we got to continue to work hard, and we got a lot of work to do still. And this Class A is tough. Every team is good, and especially in our conference too. And so, we'll be tested this weekend. We'll find out what the Class A is about. So.
Well, we know how good the Class A is. I saw it firsthand at the state tournament last year, and a lot of those kids are back for those teams that were the final 8 up there in Great Falls. Whitefish, no easy task. The Bulldogs are going to bring it. What do you expect tomorrow morning? Was it Frenchtown you're at?
Yeah, we're at the Frenchtown tip-off tournament. We open up with Whitefish at noon. Whitefish, they've got a lot of good football players on there that played on that. They had a great football season. They've got some returners from their basketball season from last year. They had a good season last year. They've got a 6'5" kid, big kid that's, they score a lot of their points in the paint with him. So, we've got to be prepared for that, be ready to box out, be physical. They've got some good guards. They're athletic, they're quick, and they pound the ball inside is what we've been watching so far. So we'll be prepared for them and do our best.
Ty Ridgeway joining us, East Helena boys basketball coach on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. You've got some good athletes too. You put 4 in double figures, I think, in that first game. You got Coulter Charlesworth. You got Curtis Corzine. Is it Corzine or Corzine?
Corzine, yeah.
Corzine, okay. Who's it? The kid, the Sager kid from Caden, transfer from Deer Lodge a couple years ago. You've got a good team that, like you said, has played together a long time. So they were ready for that moment. They're going to be ready to hit the road too. And even though it's not a true road game,
right? And a lot of people don't know. I've had this group of juniors since they were 8th grade. I've coached them when they were in 8th grade. And so they're a pretty close-knit group. We had a great off season, great summer. played 15 games last summer, and spent a lot of time in the gym, in the weight room. They knew they needed to get stronger after playing last year and against older kids, and we got to play against Deer Lodge's varsity team last year as a JV team at their place when it was senior night. So that was an experience, and we got beat by 30, I think it was, against Deer Lodge last year there. But no, it's a great group of kids, all three levels that we have here with all three teams. And, these kids are just, building a culture. They're basically, like I tell them, you guys are basically seniors right now for these younger kids, and you got to kind of lead the way and be good role models and, get it done in the classroom and be good citizens off the court too. So,
how many of these kids play other sports?
A majority of them do. I had probably 3 or 4 that just this fall, they didn't do any sports. They just were in the weight room almost every day.
Okay.
And spent a lot of time in the gym when we had open gyms and getting shots up. But they're gym rats. They love the game of basketball. They're excited. And they're also, just good kids and good students. So that's the culture we want to build right now, and that's kind of the way we're leading. So,
how does the Class A shape up, especially on this side of the state? Because you have Whitefish, you have Dillon, you have Butte Central, you have Polson, you have French. I mean, you've got some unbelievable teams in Class A just on this side. What do you see?
Yeah. Well, in our conference, like you said, we've got us, we've got Butte Central, Dillon, Hamilton, Frenchtown, Stevensville, and Corvallis.
Welcome to varsity.
Good. Yeah, exactly. Butte Central is always good. Brody Kelly does a great job with that group. Brandon Robbins is over at Frenchtown. He's got a good crew over there. Dillon's always tough with Coach Thomas. We got to play Hamilton last summer and competed with them pretty well. So that'll be a good game matchup. So I don't really know much about Stevensville and Corvallis. We'll get to see them this weekend, watch them play a little bit. But, if we can get that 4th spot at districts, that's our goal right now, and to move on to divisionals. We've got a chance. We just got to continue to get better and work hard and be physical and play great defense. That's what our focus is right now, is defense. So,
well, I'm waiting to see how you guys play defense against Polson when it comes up, because
against who?
Polson.
Oh, Polson, yeah, I know.
Because they've got the tight end that just committed to the Griz, who's a really good basketball player, and then you got Jarrett Wilson, who I think is maybe the best athlete in the state of Montana. God, he's so good. But then, and I haven't even mentioned Browning, Hardin, all these teams that they have on the other side of the state.
Oh, I know. And those are teams we don't see in our conference. Yeah. If we make it to divisionals, we have a good possibility of playing those teams. So, but no, they'll be fun to watch on tape and just to see what they have. And, it's even the East is tough. So it doesn't matter who we play. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah. Because I forgot Miles City, Sydney. I mean, there's some really good basketball in the state of Montana. And I got it. I said for a long time, I'm not a fan of Class A, and I don't know why. I never was. It was just different. And, because I grew up at a AA school, I love B and C, especially that C. But Class A, after covering the state tournament last year, blew my mind. And it's the same level. I mean, Class A is no different than AA or B. I mean, it's really not. And it's just there's some unbelievable talent in Class A. And I think it's just because until you guys came about, we didn't really have a Class A team to watch on the local side, So, so thanks for enlightening us on Class A.
No, we're excited. We're one of our goals this year, I guess. That first game against Deer Lodge, we pushed the ball. We want to push the ball, and because I know a lot of teams in Class A do that, and we got to keep up with that. So, and we shot the ball well against Deer Lodge. We hit some threes, and when you can put up 76 points, against a class, even though Deer Lodge is Class B, but that doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter because most of the Class B schools are pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to face Three Forks and Fairfield this year too, and they're not going to be very, very easy.
No, no, not at all.
Nope.
It's a good thing you probably don't play Townsend or Boulder, I guess. But although those would be good rivalry games.
Oh yeah. Yep, Townsend and Boulder have some great programs there too. So.
Well, hey, you've gotten a good one built so far. You're 1-0, and you're the winningest coach in East Helena varsity history right now. So you're the winningest coach, along with Coach Bender. So, just saying.
Well, I never thought of that until you just said it. So.
Well, because I'm calling a game this week. I got MSUB and Rocky doubleheader, and if MSUB women win, Kevin Wooden becomes the all-time leading coach for wins in any sport at MSU Billings.
Right.
So, so there. And then you got Drykosen down there for Rocky, who I don't know if anybody's ever going to catch him because he's won a lot of games too. So, and a national championship. But you could go out and win a state title your first year.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Yes, but we'll take one game at a time here and just try to get better each day. And yeah, that would be obviously that's our goal someday is to win a state championship, and bring it home to East Helena. So.
Make it now. Win it in your first year, and then you retire. There you go.
That's right, yeah.
Because there's nowhere to go after that.
Yeah.
You got a long way to go between now and then, though. Ty Ridgeway joining us. I can't wait to talk to you every week about this. Good luck against Whitefish and Kellogg, Idaho out there in Frenchtown. Travel safe, and we'll talk to you next week.
Will do, Jason. Thank you so much. I was going to tell you a story. I told my kids at home that I was going to be on the Jason Walker show, and they were so excited. I think I've never seen them that excited. I thought Santa Claus would excite them, but Jason Walker, they got to meet you that one time, and they thought that was pretty cool. So, thanks for having me on the show, and thanks for all you do.
Hey, it's my pleasure, Coach. Tell the kids hi, and now you have to be on your A game every week now with the kids listening.
Yeah. Right. I'll have to get a script going. Have my secretary type me up a script or.
Well, you got to have coach speak. Just talk to Garson Forb over there. She's the best at coach speak.
Yep.
So I think you're fine. You'll be good. Good luck this weekend, and say hi to the kids, like I said, and we'll chat next week.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you.
Ty Ridgeway joining us. Whoa, let's turn that down on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Good luck to the Vigilante boys and girls, my East Helena Vigilantes. Love them. Good luck this weekend. Let's see here. Where are we at? There. Oh, we'll have to talk about this sometime. Maybe. I saw this on CNN Sports today. Climate change, golf courses on borrowed time as Earth's weather patterns become wilder. CNN Sports, okay, I'll just read you the first couple paragraphs here. Managing the turf on golf courses means using carbon-intensive fertilizers, plenty of mowing, and in many cases, clearing forests or trees that were soaking up carbon dioxide to make way for long tracts of fairway. In other words, quote, CNN Sports, quote, golf is a dirty sport that's wrecking the planet, end quote. Goodness, I can't wait to show that to my golf buddies. All right, let's do, where are we at? On this day in history? Oh, no, let's make predictions, shall we? Because I'm not sure if we're going to be here tomorrow. Montana at James Madison. I like it. I like the matchup. I think the Grizz luck runs out. Their defense so damn good, but I think it runs out tomorrow night in Virginia. And I think James Madison wins 21-10. I know, 21-10, right? Montana State at Sam Houston, the 8 seed at the 1 seed. Can Tommy Malott throw the football? Bobcat defense, as good as the Grizzly defense is, the Bobcat defense, I think, is a touch better. Sam Houston has yet to be tested by a really good football team. They should have lost at home to Incarnate Word last week. They will lose at home to Montana State this week. I think Tommy Malott helps out on that offense and even more and by throwing the ball. And plus you have Isaiah Fonse, who's healthy. So I'm going to take the Cats at the Bearcats. Bobcats over the Bearcats. What's a good score? 34-17.
17. Okay, there you go. On this day in history, brought to you by Mountain Nutrition, 3222 Centennial Drive in Helena. Check them out, 21 vitamins and minerals in their teas and shakes. The shakes have about 200 to 300 calories, so they're extremely healthy and will help you lose weight. And the teas come also with a metabolism booster, so they're all healthy, and it's fantastic. Today is December the 9th, Weary Willy Day. Not quite sure entirely what that means. National Pastry Day is Christmas Card Day. This date, 1926, the USGA would legalize steel shaft golf clubs. 1935, the first Heisman Trophy Award. Chicago halfback Jake Berwanger. Maybe that's why it's National Weary Willy Day. 1984, Eric Dickerson was weary after rushing for 215 yards and the then-season record 2,105 yards. 1985, Jerry Rice begins an NFL streak of 274 consecutive games with at least one catch. Charlie Brown on this date, 1965, Charlie Brown Christmas, the first Peanuts animated special premiered on TV, is Kirk Douglas's birthday. Born on this date, 1916, Isor Danielovich was his real name, Spartacus. Passed away a year ago. And that is it for On This Day in History. It is presented by our great friends over at Mountain Nutrition. Check them out, MTN Nutrition on the Facebook, MTN Nutrition MT on Instagram.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, and where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. I told you this yesterday, but I had a po' boy for the first time. Because normally I go with the fried catfish or the pasta Zydeco or shrimp etouffee. But I had a po' boy. I had a barbecued pork po' boy. And for the first time I ate coleslaw and enjoyed it. The coleslaw was fantastic. But po' boys, oh my goodness. Get one. Cafe Zydeco, also in Bozeman and Billings. 2 years ago tomorrow, you and I together, started this little venture. Had the help of some tremendous sponsors. We've gotten more sponsors on board. Of course, we always look for more sponsors. If you'd like to become a sponsor, get a hold of me. Along the way, the audience has grown to numbers that I could have only hoped for and dreamed of. So a big thank you to all of you, our fans, our listeners, our sponsors, and also my wife. She deserves more credit that I can even properly give or come up with the words for. She's the one that backed all of this from the start. And we appreciate it. 2 years tomorrow, been solo. The show has been on for 3 years, but 2 years really on our own. And it's been a lot of fun. So thank you from all of our heart. Not just the bottom of it, but thank you from every piece. It's been a good ride. Thanks to our guests this week, Will Rasmussen, Guy Almquist, Riley Bergeson, Katie Garson-Forba, Alex Eshelman, Sean Thornton, Lindsay Cruz, Ty Ridgeway. Had fun. We'll do it again Monday. We're back. Auto Contest Performance of the Week. We'll talk to Guy Almquist. Also going to be joined by Ben Dudek as we'll recap the week. Who moves on to the semifinals in the FCS after the quarterfinal matchups? I'll be in Billings Saturday night. Catch out SWX Montana if you can. Rocky and MSUB doubleheader. And again, tomorrow, our 2-year anniversary. Thank you to all of our great sponsors here on The Jason Walker Show. We'll see you Monday at 4 o'clock.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.